Welcome back, everybody, to our next episode. We're going to do a blue-white control deck in an event today. We're going to do an event with blue-white control in Explorer. This is the equivalent format on Arena to Pioneer. It's not quite there yet, but it is the event they chose to do the qualifying tournaments in this month. In January, there are qualifier play-ins happening January 6th, and then the next weekend, the 13th, 14th, and then those will qualify you for the March Arena Championship. So we're testing for that. I'm thinking of playing blue-white control. I did an event already with this deck. We're going to try one more time. It's basically exactly the same list. I was going to try 4 marches. I'm going to try this. And one less typhoon. I'm going to try this and see what happens. Sideboard's the same as last time. The usual suspects here, some graveyard hate, some counter magic, some proactive stuff, another lockdown. Lockdown's really good right now. Caracal for the aggro decks. Dream Trawler because I don't want to craft a third Caracal. That's really it. Okay, let's join this event. We already paid our buy-in. Oh, I've got to select the deck here. Yes, yes. And let's jam. So this will be round 1. Last time we played this event, we got some good matches. We played against Amalia twice. I can't remember what else now, but you can go check that video. Or once Amalia, and we played against the weird Waste Knot deck, or was that? I think that might have been a different event. Never mind. Maybe that one wasn't on YouTube, but here we are against a fellow explorer aficionado who hopefully connects to the game. Oh, let's change our record. Looks pretty bad up there. Actually, I don't need the record up here at all. Let's just take that off. Oop. Okay, we lost the die roll. Opponent keeps. I think I like keeping this in the dark. Obviously, this is clunky, but... And we're on the draw. If they're an aggro deck, we're in deep trouble. But turn 4 Verdict might be good enough to get us out of most trouble here. I don't know. We'll see. It's their turn 1. Right. Well, if they win the die roll and they start... they win the die roll and it's mono red aggro, it doesn't matter what I keep. We're probably losing 80% of the games, game 1s where they win the die roll like this, so that's okay. That makes me feel better about the keep not mattering here. It basically means... And we drew Teferi to Fairy. The worst draws in our deck, probably. The only 2 Teferis in my deck. But it didn't matter. Like I said, I think the game was already a moot point. And they pulled 2 temporary lockdowns off the top of my deck. It's like the game was like, okay, you're going to lose this anyway. Let's have some fun. Let's make it really ridiculous. You draw Teferi, and then your next draw step Teferi, and then the next 2 cards are Wraths, but they take both. The funny thing is I'm not dead here. Robber of the Rich. I haven't played against... oh, yeah, okay, there you go. I haven't played against a red deck in Pioneer in a long time. It's not the favored color of aggro decks. Usually Boros is the color you see a lot. I don't think we're going to survive here, but I am at 1. I don't know. I'm not going to concede yet, right? That was pretty funny, though. Getting the double temporary lockdowns on the top. Okay, yeah, like I said, 80% of the time, even if we took another 10 turns, we'd probably still lose that game 1. So, post-board, temporary lockdown comes in, Caracal comes in, Dream Trawler's really slow. I probably shouldn't even bother with Dream Trawler. Caracal's cheap enough that it might matter. What am I taking out? Teferi, I don't want. Dig, Take out the vetoes. Keep the rest. Shark Typhoon's not amazing. I could definitely cut that. But let's try. We'll keep Shark Typhoon in here. I don't think there's anything else I want. Make Disappear. On the play, I don't mind this. It does counter something out of their deck. It's just early interaction. Teferi's just too slow. Let's do this. All right, see if we can get red. The way these games usually swing against aggro when you're playing control is they often win game one, especially if they win the die roll, and then you often win game two because you get much better after sideboard than they do, and you're on the play. And then your advantage by being post sideboarded against them and being just a better deck post sideboard than their deck is, then gets offset again because they get to be on the play in game three. So it kind of ends up in game three that you're very close to 50-50. They're kind of taking away the advantage you're getting from sideboarding. I am going to keep this. I hope I draw a land. 47% to hit lands. We should not have too much trouble finding one, but you can also march a 1-drop, change the equation. So we have some cards to buy us time to find that land, but as soon as I find a land, temporary lockdown is going to be very good against them. I hope. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe they side into Furnace or something. Soul Scar. You got it. No hasty boys on turn 1. I like that. Verdict I don't need. I need a land. What do you got? Let's see. Red deck win, yeah. Yeah, red deck wins, I mean, it's always like a deck that you can make in literally every single format. Huh? Why? Are they baiting me with that? So confused. I'm gonna kill this. I don't think there's anything they could play post-combat for 1 mana that's too scary here. I don't draw land, though. Oh, boy. That's not good. They apparently don't have any more 1-drop creatures, or they would have played one over that, right? Yes. So, red is always a deck, but... Oh, come on, man. Really? I haven't drawn a land yet this game. I'm 50-50 to draw a land on every single one of these draws. But what was I going to say? Yeah, the favorite color of aggro is usually combining red with something. So there's, you know, the Gruul aggro deck that uses red-green and has a lot of vehicles. There's the white-based aggro decks that are either mono-white for Brave the Elements or... white-based, like Boros decks and stuff. Pass. The Boros Convoke deck, for example, or there's like Pia decks and stuff. Robber, okay. Lockdown eats all this, so they get to Robber, take a top card. Top card doesn't matter here. Oh, I would love to quick study, but let me get a quick 2-for-1 first. Okay. Lands? I mean, their deck shouldn't need more than 2 lands here, right? Everything they can only just play 1 spell a turn. That's what's restricting them. Oh, they found another land. That's probably better for us than it is for them. Wow, why are you playing this card? Permanents your opponent's control lose hexproof and indestructible. What do they think that we're going to play that has those things that they need to deal with? Strange. Very strange sideboard card. I don't understand it, but I'm glad they brought it in. It's obviously terrible here. Like, it would be way better as a creature or a burn spell, right? So we drew pretty badly, I guess, but I don't know if this is a bad draw for them. If it was, they would have sideboarded it out, right? I don't know what's going on here. We'll see. Well, I'm going to pass with Make Disappear up and Quick Study. I should Quick Study on my main phase here and just make a land drop and let them do whatever they want. But I have them Make Disappear now, so you know what? Fine. I'll wait. They're not... I don't know. I wonder if they're playing around counter magic or something here. That'd be crazy. Okay, Quick Study. This should find us a land. Please, I'm 50-50 on each one of these 2 cards. Shoot me in the face. Yes, yes. We all know how this goes. Or damage. Wow, that is not a card that red normally plays, but here we are. Okay. Ass. I can discard a Verdict here. And with Make Disappear, change the equation, get lost up. I feel pretty good. Slaying Fire, and then if you spend 3 red, it deals 4. Yeah. So this is a rogue deck, I guess. This person's playing, you know, whatever's in their collection. I'm assuming. I don't know. That guy's fine. Probably gonna lock down again at some point. If I draw a land, I might just do it now and leave up the counter magic and get lost. But if I don't draw land, then I probably don't lock down here and just leave up our multiple interactive spells. Yep. You got it. Do they think it gives their creature hexproof and indestructible? Like, I don't understand why they're playing this. It's interesting. Land? No land. Go. Okay, crazy. We are 52% to hit lands here. Discard another Verdict. Should probably discard a Make Disappear at some point. Don't care about that. Temporary Lockdown eats it. Am I gonna get lost this thing? Oh my god, they're gonna go weird nuts. Holy cow. Okay. Am I missing something here? Permanents your opponent's control, lose hexproof and indestructible. How are they saving this guy? Oh no, I just get to blank all that. Okay, great. Crack some maps. No, they equip. Okay, I think I am paying the life here, actually. It's crazy, but I want to leave up the counter magic now that Lockdown's in play. And with Change the Equation, I can counter any spell in their deck, basically, for 2 mana. No, never. Okay, let's go to game 3. This is over. No? Okay, like I said, we win game 2 because our sideboard cards are great, but they also play a lot of dead cards. Holy cow, I don't know why they brought in double Shadow Spear there. I have the identical... Oh no, this is a Robber, that's a Soul Scar. Creature plus their equipment under each of these. Let's go for Emperor. I need to start turning the corner and putting the screws to them. Start to put some pressure into play here so that I can eventually try and... kill them before they, because their whole deck is burn spells. Eventually I will run out of answers and they're gonna burn me out, so force them to use their burn spells on this stuff, or otherwise they die to it in a few turns. It's a slow clock, but it'll get there. It's a clock is all I'm saying. Need to put something down. Come on, mono red. Nope. Okay, definitely gonna immediately minus before we do any other actions. If they do have a burn spell and they're saving it to use on my creature, for when I plus, and then I say, oh, I'm going to play around that, and I just go to combat and I attack, then they just burn my Emperor mid-combat when I can't use it, and I don't get the value off Emperor. I see people do that often, and I'm just like, I've seen it in Standard, I've seen it in other formats, and it's like, if you have Emperor, if you have a Planeswalker in play, and you think they might be waiting for you to use something and then kill it instant speed, just use the Planeswalker immediately, get that value, instead of, like, people will go to combat and stuff to bait the removal, and then it's like, no, they're going to kill your Emperor. I'm going to do this now. I want to find land, so I'm going to Deluge. I still have my counter magic up. Opponent's a little slow here. I don't need Farewell. Let's just take 2 land. Okay. Let's see what they do. Job, what's up? Some of the Creator Clash. Yeah, it was very cool. Yeah, it was cool to see. There was, I watched a little bit of Ham's. I didn't even get to see a full match. I was busy doing other stuff, but I got to stop in there, say hi, see a bit of his match against Nathan Stoyer. I would love to join that, yeah, but no timeless decks. Favretto posted in our channel and said, hey, like, you guys should join. So Ham was like, oh yeah, okay. And they chose him, you know? I think that would have been awesome to try and get into, but I don't have a deck for that, and I don't think I can even craft the one I want to play. I don't have enough wild cards. Too focused on Explorer right now and Standard, but those kind of events are awesome. They should do more of that stuff. But yeah. Okay, punch them in the face. And I don't know if they're just trying to waste my clock here, but this match is not a match that's going to go to time, one way or another. Maybe they're just playing on their phone and it's slow internet or something. I guess I haven't made a land drop yet. I shouldn't auto pass here. Oops, is it gonna... No, it didn't. Oh, I did make a land drop, yes. Okay, never mind. You got it. Really? Bait their monster roll here, and when they go to monster roll, we'll march the Swift Spear. Monstrous Rage, I mean. I always call it monster roll, but you can scoop it up now. Nope, they're fighting the good fight. Okay, let's get this over with. Can't kill them this turn, so only going to activate one of these guys to make sure it's lethal next turn. And then leave up my counters and counter whatever they play here. And beat them. Okay. Could just concede, you know? But... okay. Let's go to game 3. So now we're on the draw again, which is worse, but yeah, I feel like after seeing those Swift Spear or those Shadow Spears, it's just like, oh my god, okay, great. That's what we're doing. Arnie was playing Dimir Control, nice. In Timeless, right? No, I don't have red black mid. Blue deck has, I don't think so anyway, I could look, but a blue deck or something Lurrus feels right in that format, yeah. Yep. Exactly, yeah, that's what I was recommending people play. I was saying last week, I was showing my Esper list, and I was saying that this is what I would be playing if I was playing in Timeless. Yeah, it would have been fun to join an event like that. I've got to keep my eye open for that, but I'm not on Twitter. So, I don't know. It's weird, I'm a content creator, but I don't engage. I despise social media. I fucking hate it. It's cancer, so I just don't want to engage with it. Even to promote myself, I feel like, is that the reason I'm engaging, just to like be a shill and like promote myself on social media constantly, spam everybody I know? Nah. If people like my content, they can find it. It's on YouTube, it's on Twitch, lots and lots and lots of it, new every day, new content. So, but it's bad for discovery, right? I'm not going to be gaining any followers anyway. And switching formats is really bad too. Like, look, I don't know how many people we've had in here today, like 30, 40. It's been like that ever since I started playing Explorer, because this is the least played format on Arena. Like, it makes sense that there's a lot of people out there who don't care about this format, who wouldn't watch matches of this format, right? But the qualifier play-ins, to me, are more important. I don't care about the other stuff. The way I see it is channel growth comes with good results. If I do well in a qualifier play-in tournament and we record we stream it, we're going to stream all these qualifier play-in events, the qualifier itself, assuming I get in there. And man, can you imagine if we did well and we qualified for the Arena Championship? I put that video on YouTube or whatever, that's going to get a ton of views. That'll get a ton of people in here. For a competitive focused channel like mine, that's the best way to grow. I'm not a casual channel. If I was a casual channel that played a lot of Commander and talked about Historic Brawl and all this stuff, I would be putting stuff on TikTok, for example, and other platforms like that. But I feel like those platforms are pointless for in-depth kind of play. Okay, let's pass. You know, if you want to teach somebody how to do something, TikTok, that kind of short form content is the worst. You're not learning anything from watching a TikTok video ever. Like how to unscrew a bottle, or like there's just not enough time in 1 minute in a 1 minute video to make it worth it, right? I'm gonna let this happen to make to really get anything of value out of it. Like long form YouTube videos are awesome. Those are the videos that I think are just great learning tools, and they're informative and they can go in depth and really teach you a lot. Like Strategic Magic, how can you explain any of the difficult concepts or the way the match works or whatever in a 1 minute video? You just can't. It's for spoiling cards and like doing that kind of stuff. And making funny videos and things like that. That's for the casual crowd loves that stuff. Competitive players, I think, if they're looking for actual competitive content, probably aren't interested in I know I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, every once in a while, it's fun to like watch a video or whatever. But to like watch a funny Magic video, there's some Magic, like MTG Remy, the people who make songs. I think they're great. There's a lot of people creating casual content that are great, but there's already a lot of people doing that. You know, I don't need to do that. All right, let's do this. Yep. Ouch. I think there's... Oh, thank you so much, Hot Sizzle, gifting a sub. So Old Dirty Chinese Restaurant gets a sub. Nice. There you go, Old Dirty.
Hot Sizzle 450 just gifted.
Got the TTS
1
on.
subs. You rock.
You rock, man. Thank you for the gift. We're doing this on YouTube, so you know what? I'm gonna do the voice anyway. Hot Sizzle, you're a legend. There we go. But yeah, there's not enough competitive content. There really isn't. There's a dearth of competitive content in Magic right now. There, of course, you can still point to what about him? What about, yeah, there's like, but compare that number to the number of casual. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Rook Egg, you're a monster. 5 gifted subs. God
just
damn it.
gifted 5 subs.
You're a legend. Thank you so much, man. I'm sorry, I'm still playing this game. Rook Egg, you're a legend, you're a king. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you guys. 5 gifted subs. Otaku, Stoic, Akakuba, Go Calper, and Nix. I hope you say thanks. Zach, I see your message there. Testing a blue one. Nice. May next Typho is correct. Okay, then go with that. Yeah, then I'm shocked because I feel like when the format first came out, people were talking about Stifles, just laughing, saying it's ridiculous how people on Arena do not play around this card because they're not used to playing Legacy with Wasteland, Days. You know, there's a very specific game dynamic that's happening in like Legacy that doesn't exist on Arena. So people were getting burned by Stifle all the time. People were saying it was very good. So I thought it was very good too. But again, I haven't played. If you played more than me, then cut it. Leave it in the board. Yeah. I do think -4. Yeah. Archmage's Charm I love. That card is actually legit awesome. Shit. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Couple burn spells away from death. I keep drawing land. I keep drawing more land. Oh boy. I'm dead. I don't think I'm going to survive this. Go. No creature lands or anything? Dear God, I can't believe I'm going to lose to this deck. Drew really badly here in game 3, but I think my opponent's just playing whatever's their collection here, but it ends up lining up very well against us. We are blue-white control deck, so all they have to do is keep casting their spells. My counters are not great here. That was a good draw. So I can counter anything they play here. I want to leave up multiple counters, though, I think. Let's pass. Wow. I need a Wandering Emperor or something to gain life. I have to exile my own creature to do it, but I need a Regal Caracal. A sideboard card would be great here. But I don't know. So I could counter this. I guess I have to, right? Otherwise, I take it, and then there's only one burn spell in their deck that does 4 that can actually kill me here. That is not good enough, dude. We're not going to be fielding anything, so let's turn, yeah, turn on the Anchorage, and then use that mana to crack the map. Oh my god, it's on top. It's on top. I have no way to draw it. Go. They have one chance to draw the burn spell, and then I get another change the equation here. I should put another change the equation in the sideboard of this deck. I feel like I want that card in every single match almost, and I only have it in... I only have 2 in the main deck. I'm very tempted to go 3. But maybe the 3rd should be in the side, not the main deck. That makes more sense. But anyway, thank you so much, Rook Egg. You're a legend. Oh, the music! Yes! And I already forgot. I've got to do that at the end of the stream. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, they didn't find it. Oof, this is a close end of this match here. We find our change the equation. So hold on, let's tap these again. Crew. Or not crew, activate, whatever. Okay. Map. Players can't gain life this turn. Damage can't be prevented this turn. And it deals 3 damage to me. No. Okay. Deluge on top. That might get me out of this. Oh boy, go ahead. Oh no. They have 1 4 damage burn spell. They've already used one of them. I don't know how many they're playing. It can't be that many. 4? Are they playing 4? Probably, right? A Soul Scar Mage. Deal. Just kill that now. No, you may not. Okay. Nice. Deluge, baby. They're at 11. So 1, 2, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 puts me to 5. Ooh, I can't do this right now. I think I have to leave up Deluge. Holy shnikes. How do I do this? I should Deluge now? I should Deluge right now. Oh my god. This is not good enough. Double make disappear is not good enough either here. Oh shit. I've got a Fade a Burn spell. There's only 1 card in their deck that does 4 damage here. I could Shark Typhoon into sack counter unless they pay 4, but they have 7 exactly now, so they'll be able to pay exactly 4. It's 3 to cast that burn spell. Not good. I pass though. I'm definitely not doing anything on my turn now. I mean, I did the one thing, I found what I could find, but I didn't find what I need here, I think. I needed a Caracal. I needed some way to gain life already, and I haven't found any of them. I only brought in 2. Am I going to make a shark? If I make a 3/3 shark, 3, and then this guy's 4, 5. That's 8. I won't be able to kill them, right? So I should just quick study? Oh, Wandering Emperor, thank God. Okay, that's huge. Oh, and there's a Castle Ardenvale. So... or I have 2 make disappears. I activate. If I activate... yeah, okay. I think I'm going to activate here. And then... swing. Is that crazy? Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm actually going to flash this in and exile my own creature. I want the life more than anything here. And I don't care about anything else. Go. I just want to get out of range of 1 burn spell off the top. Now I'm safe. Now they need 2 burn spells in a row to kill me, which is going to be much more difficult for them. Okay. I think that was the play. I know that sounds crazy, but... or looks crazy. They crush. Can't counter this. Yep. Now what do I do? Do I just resolve Shark Typhoon here? Or do I leave up counter magic still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I draw an untapped land, I can Shark Typhoon and Verdict. They have Torbran on top. They're going to keep that on top, of course. Okay. I can march away the Torbran. 5. Yeah, let's just Wrath here. And then pass. March Torbran. Okay. Killing every single thing they play. And now our thing is dead. Should I just make a huge shark and crush them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 7 shark, 8, 9. Yeah, that seems better than playing the Typhoon, right? Just make a giant shark. They might even have a haste creature here. No. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's make a 7/7 shark. Okay, another Emperor is amazing. Map? Why are you using colored mana? I don't think I need that. Map? Okay, punch. All I can do is 8, but that should be enough. They've got 1 draw, and we beat mono red here. Oof, a little dicey there for a second, but yeah, good game. Oops, good games. All right, and that's round 1. We get a win with this deck. Lovely. I will see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody, to the next episode. This is the next episode, the next round in... I'm so used to doing the YouTube intro, next episode. The next round in our event here, we're 1-0. I guess I'm not going to keep track of the record here, but... I don't think I can keep this, so we're mulliganing, and we're on the draw here. Oh, come on. 27 land deck. Field of Ruin in both of our openers with no other lands. The other opener at least had 1 land, so... Going to 5 here, no big deal. I've won on mulls to 5 before. I'm going to ditch Veto, because Make the Spear is more flexible. It hits creatures, and early I'm not sure what I'm going to need to hit. And I guess I'm going to ditch Field. Let's keep that. Blooming Marsh. Abzan Greasefang could be the Amalia deck. Never know. Could be something totally different. Sure. Yup. So mulling to 5 and then playing against the Thoughtseize deck on the play. A little bit unfortunate here, but that's fine. It is game 1, and this is why best of 3 is how Magic should be played. Sure, keep going. They didn't take temporary lockdown, which makes me think this is definitely not Amalia. Or maybe they have another duress or something. This is probably Abzan Greasefang, right? But they're not doing anything to enable what, you know, their deck's trying to do. Yeah, Abzan Greasefang. Okay. They get a land, they mill a Greasefang, they don't have any vehicles in the yard to bring back. We don't have any land. I can march, exile white cards to kill a Greasefang, even if they did have something scary in the graveyard, but yeah. No happiness, yeah. And Major, you thought hard cast the Shark Typhoon? Yeah, it's an option, but then I need to cast other stuff. I think just the big shark against mono red. What is mono red gonna have that can kill that shark? I don't think there's anything they have that can kill a 7/7. So it's similar, but I think the shark is a faster clock, just making the token, right? But yeah, Jub, I know it can be very frustrating. But Emery, how you doing? You need to keep track of everyone you play Blue Ape. Get 2 matches done in a full stream session. Okay, fair enough. We'll give you that one. Oh, I turned off the sound effects. Never mind. But that's what that was supposed to sound like. Sure. There you go. Now all you need is a Greasefang. But they don't have a Greasefang, and temporary lockdown wipes all these guys. Yep. It's actually, on a mull to 5, doesn't feel too bad here, but I do need to find another white source. If I can kill their Greasefang, then I can wipe their board and, yeah, hopefully survive. Yeah, I'm gonna hope they don't have the Greasefang in hand as their last card. I don't think I can really play around it, right? So, let's do it, and we'll see if we die or not. I mean, this was a mull to 5, and we're very close to stabilizing. They basically have to get lucky and have the last card. They only have 3 left in the deck. Oh, it's Attack Enuma. Okay, cool. Yeah. Or a Reanimate, or who knows. Like, these decks all play different stuff. That most of them still play the white-black sorcery that brings something back, but Rip, Lockdown, and then after that gets interesting. Takenuma stops the bring back from the dead card or whatever, but I don't, until I see that, I don't want to bring in Graph Diggers. I mean, did I say Takenuma? I meant Graph Diggers stops that stuff. Are they going to have removal spells? That's the interesting question here. If they take out removal, Seed Shark could be amazing here. I'm going to take out Shark Typhoons. I'm going to take out at least one Verdict. I think Lockdown might be better than Verdict. I don't know if I need 4 Lockdown, actually. That even might be too much. I want to try getting Seed Shark in here. Got 1 Veto. Veto's still good at hitting things like the Chariot and all that stuff, so yeah. Yeah, hold March for the Rat. I probably should have, but I could have taken 1 more turn of damage and hoped to hit another untapped white source. Then I could have done it, so maybe I should have done that, but we'll see. I wanted to make sure. I wanted to see if they had it. They randomly had the Takenuma there. They needed that or the Grease Fang, right? Or a way to reanimate or something. I am gonna keep this, I guess. Well, let's see. Really weird to see this deck on Arena because it's been not played in Pioneer for so long. It's really just strange, right? But you think with the rise of Blue-Red Phoenix and all the graveyard hate going up in everybody's sideboard, this deck would get a lot worse. So I feel like Grease Fang is well, in the same spot it's been in for a long time now, which is very firmly away from Tier 1. I don't think it's a Tier 1 deck anymore. Okay. Just jam the Rip here before they can Thoughtseize us. And see what they can do. They have to Witherbloom command it. I think that's one of their few outs. Mosswood Dread Knight. Is that a card that Abzan Greasefang plays? I don't think it is. What if I kill their Blooming Marsh here? Are they going to have a forest, do you think? We just counter the Dread Knight, but I don't give a shit about Dread Knight, right? If they play Dread Knight here, I think I just let it resolve. And then maybe I field their white source or something. Yeah. They're going to have to change the equation, which is fine. But they decided to take Emperor. Nice. Deal. Don't care about that. Let's kill Concealed Courtyard. I wonder if they play basic white or basic green lands. I think it's green over white, right? So let's cut off their white if we can. I don't know if we can, but get a blue sauce. Ooh, Strip Mine, you have no basics? Dude, what are you doing? And then I rip another Emperor. Oof. That's gotta feel bad. No basics, just the swamp? Oh, they don't have white, so I don't have to worry about Greasefang here. Let's just Emperor eat this guy. Boop. Pass. Good swing with the Anchorage, but that's insane. 1 Field of Ruin, GG. Rest in Peace still in play as well. Which means the Dread Knight, I didn't actually need to exile, right? Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I forgot about the Rest in Peace. I could have just exiled Dread Knight. My bad. I don't think it matters. I think we're winning off that Field of Ruin. I didn't realize it was going to be a Strip Mine. Holy crap. Sure. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Game 3, I think I keep it the same. Yeah, and then March is great against the Rat. Yeah, so we went up to 4 Marches for this event, so I actually have a lot of outs against the Rat. I'm happy to 2-for-1 myself to kill that Grease Fang, right? So, let's see if we can do it. Illegal blocks. Did you see that at the end? Because it told and it was telling me I had illegal blocks or something. I don't even know the program because they conceded mid block there when we got to blocks. All right, let's see what they do. Yeah, like I said, I think I would stay away from Grease Fang in general, just because I think it's so it gets even softer, it gets even weaker because the graveyard hate is going up in people's sideboards because of Phoenix. Mono green was probably mono green was probably a good match for Grease Fang, right? They can't really interact. If you can go off on turn 3, you can be faster than them. But mono green's gone now, so that's even another knock against it, right? Like one of your best matchups is gone. Blue white control had an excellent match against mono green as well, but blue white control picked up some very good like cards like Get Lost and stuff like that. And also has a very good match against Amalia combo, a deck that didn't exist before when Grease Fang was around. I wonder which deck is better. I really feel like, if you're going to play combo in a format, play the fastest combo deck. There's not a lot of room in a format for 2 combo decks attacking on the same kind of axis, like 2 turn 3 combo decks. Like, whichever one is faster, that's the one you're going to play, right? Or whichever one is more resilient or whatever it is. There's one that's clearly better than the other, and that's the one you play. It's rare to see multiple different combo decks showing up in like the top 8 of a tournament. Unless they're operating on totally different axes, like one's a dredge deck, one's a storm deck, sure, but in this format, there's not that kind of variety. Like you've got a turn 3 or a turn 4 combo deck. Like for example, Quintorius is still legal. You could still do the Discover combo thing, but it's just too slow. Look at Lotus Field. Lotus Field, very consistent, very popular combo deck in Pioneer and these formats forever. Obviously not on Arena, but even in real life, like Lotus Field just fell off the face of the earth. Like the other combo, like the Appraiser deck was really good against it, just crushed it. The Amalia deck's very good against it and just as fast or faster. Okay, let's try this. It's a little slow. I need some instant speed removal, but we have to find that kind of thing because they're going to lead with Duress, Thoughtseize, Duress, and they're going to take whatever. So I'm actually happy not having it in my opening hand, which sounds funny, but Lockdown they're probably going to take. Veto is good because it's something they don't want to take with a Thoughtseize. They don't need to take this, but it does randomly hit their Chariot or whatever it is, right? And Field of Ruin, as we saw, is straight up strip mine. They only have 1 basic swamp in their deck. They did keep, right? I think I saw them keep here. What? Did the game mull for them? The game randomly picked a card and put it on the bottom, I think, or I don't know what happened there. Oh, the rip off the top. Okay. Go. Maybe I lead with Island there to make it look like we don't have White Source, but they're gonna Thoughtseize us, right? Oh my god. Rip. Yeah, in response? Okay. The end? Is that the end that I saw? You gotta be kidding me, right? Why would you bring that in against me? I play 2 Teferis. Is that what you're gonna take? Wandering Emperor? I don't know. Nice Grease Fang. Okay, Grease Fang threatening to beat us up here. I'm just gonna jam the Shark now, I guess. It doesn't block, but soon the tokens will be able to do some blocking. Okay, no blocks. Aha. Pass to them. Yep. Sideboard cards for the win. Rest in peace. That's why you don't play the narrow combo deck. They just get hosed by the sideboard cards, right? So you have to have a resilient or a game plan where you're shifting to a different game plan, right? Like an audible, like I love those kind of combo deck. Like Phoenix will bring in a bunch of Crackling Drakes and they'll take out some number of their graveyardy stuff. No blocks. I'm gonna take it here, actually. Okay. Why would it put it on 2? It starts it on 2 for some reason. Like, what? Yeah, get a 4/4 is nice. Okay. Should I start fielding? Feels good. Okay, let's pass. I'm gonna field on upkeep. Take out the thicket. I know their basic is a swamp. Okay. Oh, I only have... What? Why didn't I get another white? I thought I had another white source. Oops. I only have the 1. Why didn't I get another white source there? Whoops, that was my bad. Witherbloom, no! I'm gonna counter that, I think. Build a rally deck with Amalia. Yeah, get hit so much harder, but... Okay, hold on, Waft. We win! Sideboard cards. Rest in peace, rest in peace. Kind of like what I was saying. The graveyard hate goes up. I wouldn't be playing a deck that relies on the graveyard, but here we are. I will see you in the next round. Welcome back to the next round. We are 2-0 in this event. Let's see if we can get the 5 wins and get our points. Talking shots in the chat. Talking about different horrible shots. Okay, they do have a companion giving us the info. So Karuga Fires is probably the deck, which is easy peasy for this deck. The Fires decks and the Enigmatic Incarnation decks traditionally are pretty bad against Blue-White Control. Like Control can, because they're so clunky, they all play off curve. But now they're transforming apparently. So I don't know. The new list, like the one Waft Turtle played, was very different than a typical list. It's much more of a control deck, so it's kind of more of an even match. But I'm gonna keep this. I can't have an untapped... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I can't play an untapped land on turn 2 until I drew the basic. I love playing 2 colors. And I've had people suggest playing 3 colors in this format. Why not Esper Control or, you know, some other combination? Just like standard. Like, I wish I could just play 2 color. It's so much smoother. You see how powerful Field of Ruin is there. I mean, so many decks. This deck, we probably can't field. The Waft Turtle's deck was field-proof. I kept fielding, and he kept pulling basics. That was just another thing that I was like, wait a minute, this isn't the deck I'm thinking of. You know what I mean? I'm like, how do they have so many basics? Normally, I don't think those decks play very many. They're often playing off-curve because of the tap lands, and that is, to me, a huge problem. With this format, you can't be playing off curve. This format is too powerful to be playing 1 turn behind your opponents. To me, that's like, I know you're making up for it by like kind of going over the top of them, but to me it's still, yeah, sketch town. No. Nice bait though. Go. If they have Enigmatic Incarnation here, oh, that's annoying. I have no 1-mana counter. Sure, so Fable into Fires. You get 1 free spell. Oh, that gets Wrathed away. So let's go... Oh, this is a 4-drop though. Yeah, what am I saying? I could exile to Fairy here to eat the Fires. We're so close to stabilizing. They're out of gas. Let's just let them have this. I'm going to end step Quick Study. And, find a land drop. There we go. Now I can either march the Fires or kill the Toll Smear. I could do both. If I exile the other... No, what am I saying? I can't do that. So Fire says you can only cast spells during your turn no more than 2. They only have 2 cards. Do I just take damage here and eat that Fires? I think I actually do that. I think I do that. And I'm not going to exile anything. Go. I'll take your filthy toll smear damage, you savage. Go back to the forest. Go back to the island, wherever you're from. Primitive, you know, I don't know. Wolves? Is that really we're doing the wolf thing? Get out of here. Go back to the zoo. Go back to the menagerie. Animals. We're going to be going to Bloomborough pretty soon, which is all animals plane, apparently. Anthropomorphic animals. I think I also like shocking and verdicting here, leaving up the counter magic. Pass. Getting close to, I think, just hard casting this at some point. I don't think I'm going to play, make a shark token, but we'll see, I guess. You can have a Karuga. Yep. Deal. Not a great draw. Okay. Probably gonna trade Shark Typhoon for this and draw a card. That way we balance out the card they just got. I mean, I could exile it with March. I don't remember what they play. I think they play Night of Autumn, which means I don't want to actually... I'm going to do this. I think they play Night of Autumn. I don't know. I'm not going to hard cast it. And if I take 5 here, I could take 5 and just end step do this or whatever, but... sure. Sure. That's good. That means they can't Binding my Teferi here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, come on. Give me a land. I haven't drawn a land in 2 turns. I need to make a land drop here for Teferi. They have 1 card left. So I play a land, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I, use March to exile Karuga. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's go Teferi. Now that they use their ley line. Okay. Untap some lands. Let's exile Lockdown. Okay. Not bad. Can tuck that with Teferi. They drew pretty well off the top here, but... Tuck it and shuffle it with Field. Seems pretty good. Field of Ruin having lots of utility here. And that's why it's better than Demolition Field. And when people ask you, tell them, because this does not give you your opponent the choice. Never give your opponent the choice, kids. If a card ever says your opponent chooses, it's just strictly worse than other cards. I'm not going to crack this map. We have land in hand, etc. Let's just pass here. We get to untap 2 lands is kind of why I did this. Or no, wait, we minus. That's true. Okay. No. Okay, they're going to draw Shouldered in 2 turns here. Draw with Teferi. Okay, activate this. Put this on here. Keep that. Get another map. Pass. Teferi untaps 2 lands. And now they've got Children on top. We can shuffle it away. Let's kill Rufine's Tower. Oh, they have a Zeotoras as well there, I guess, but... yeah. Bye, Shouldered. Okay. Need to find another answer to something like a Shouldered here. Ooh, that's a nice one. We shuffled away our Emperor, of course. Now I don't think I'm gonna attack, am I? I guess I'm untapping the lands. Don't want that. Okay, pass. Okay. Should have enough gas here to finish it off. Anchorage, very powerful in this deck, especially with Teferi, but even just the maps are so good with that card. It's crazy. Okay, Karuga Fires. I'm not exactly sure. Like, again, I haven't seen a good deck list of this deck in a long time. Fires is great. We know what cards we have to hit. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. But aside from that, like, what is their sideboard plan? I'm almost positive they're going to bring in Thought Distortion. So Narcissus Reversal is great here. They have Leyline Binding for my Shark. Temporary lockdowns are bad. Supreme Verdict still okay. Mystical is good. Is Narset good? Or like Dream Trawler? I guess this stops Enigmatic Incarnation, if they do have that. But I haven't seen that yet. I don't think it's an Enigmatic deck. It's just a Fires deck. Should I try Shark here? It's tough. Deck Tech, okay, I scoop. We're recording for YouTube here. I won't be able to do it until after, but I will after this. Hack back out to my story, yeah. Punishment shots, yeah, there's why he's so funny. Yeah. Is Narset good? I think it is, right? I think it is good. I think I am gonna bring in Narset here. I mean, they do have a bunch of random ways to draw cards. I don't know how good Verdict is. Shark Typhoon I don't think is great either. I want to cut. Okay, I'll keep one Typhoon, sure. Could even try something like Dream Trawler. I don't know. They don't play a lot of spot removal, and Leyline Binding is it. So you know what? Let me try a Dream Trawler in that spot. Leyline Binding is all they use to interact with my ways to win. So bringing in a big evasive lifelinking hexproof threat might be able to race, like, I don't know, a Coma? Probably not, but... Ugh, a little awkward here. And we're on the draw. They're slow. That's the nice thing about playing against these decks. They're very slow. All their lands come in tapped. They're playing one turn behind. Would I keep this on the play? This is just... There's no interaction here. I think I'm going to mulligan this. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, I am going to keep this, but obviously not great. Let's ditch one of our basics. Okay. Oh boy. Deluge was a good draw. I will link after this match. Is recording? Yeah, thanks. Okay, I scoop. Yeah, that's exactly it. You got it. Oh my god. Okay. Well, why not two? I love this stained glass art too. It's awesome. I'm glad I got those in for that and Teferi, I think. It was during that set when that set was around. Ooh, counter magic. That was clutch. Should I jam Narset? I can't into turn 4. Turn 4 I've got to counter their fires here, whatever. They don't have it. Great. Should I field them? I'm gonna field the Triome here. I want to try and mess with their mana. Maybe I should take another white since I have the castle in hand. Yes! Cutting them off of blue there. Okay, and red. So no triple red here is pretty good for beating fires. They can't put fires into play. They probably wanted to go fires into Karuga here. Or no, yeah, because they would have had... No, but they would have only had 4 lands. No. That lets him get back an enchantment? I don't know, maybe I do... Oh, nice. Maybe I do let that happen. I need the land, so let's just pass here. I'm not going to play Narset, leaving a... I couldn't Narset leave a veto. I'm an idiot. I should have done that, actually. Rather than Memory Deluge here. I'm going to Deluge, though. This is almost the same thing. Narset looks at 5 and takes 1. This looks at 4. It's not the same thing. This is better, but... okay, I'll take another field. And I think I'm just going to keep fielding them here. I want to keep them off triple red so that they can't resolve Fires of Invention. Oh, there's nothing I want to do end step. Let's just pass. Got our land drop, bunch of interaction, and now Narset should be enough to help seal this up. Okay. Wow, is that a good card against me? They're just playing that for their own, yeah, doubling their own triggers, right? Okay, there's a verdict. So let's jam Castle. Let's go Narset. No more drawing for you. Activate. Let's take Wandering Emperor. I think that's better right now to put some pressure on them. And pass to their end step. See what they do. Cutting them off of red here. They can't fires yet. Toll Smear. I can verdict this away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't care about this. Let's let that resolve. That does mean I will not be casting Emperor here, or will I? Yeah, no, I still will, I think. Let's get Emperor going. Hey, Toll Smear. Catch. Oop. This doesn't get a bonus from getting targeted, right? Okay. Oh, upkeep. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Let's minus Narset. Maybe I find a verdict off Narset? No. Dig. Get in here. Get in here, buddy. Long time no see. Okay. 6 cards in the yard, so I could dig here end step, but I'm stacked with stuff in my hand. Whoa! The beginning of your upkeep deals 2 damage each opponent. This ability to turn them out dry on too many words. Okay, Quake Bringer. Do I give a shit? Yeah, I should counter this. Okay. Narset just sitting there making sure they can't draw extra cards. Feels good. Could play another Narset here, but let's just pass for now. Hand is stacked. We've got Deluge to flash back, and then dig through time at some point. There's finally the Fires. Oh, Fires is not triple red. What am I thinking that was triple red? Yeah, it's 4 mana. Why in my head I had it as triple red card? I'll veto it. Okay, I can't Deluge anymore. So or I can't flash it back anymore anyway. Yeah, it's over. GG. I said it was an easy match, and I think we demonstrated that. Yeah, again, when Blue-White's one of the best decks, it wasn't one of the best decks before, and I used to see some of those Fruga Fires decks around, but now I don't think so. Anyway, see you in the next round. Welcome back to the next round in this event. We are 3-0. Let's see if we can get the 5 wins here. I want my 20 play-in points for winning. I want my 4 play-in points, which gets us to 20, which gets me a qualifier invite or whatever. In the dark. This is keepable. We are on the draw again. I don't think I've won a single die roll this tournament, but we're a control deck. We don't mind losing die rolls. Does make it harder, obviously, but... So this is going to be a Malia combo. Yeah, let's just play a tap. So what I could do is march the Savior, you know, exiling Veto. Veto's going to be pretty dead. Well, no, what am I saying? We can veto collected companies and stuff, but we've got too much counter magic here, and these counter creatures, Veto doesn't, so... Okay. They have no turn 2 plagues. They have a Mutavault. Wait, am I playing as mono-white aggro? Okay, so Mutavault's a weird one. The Malia deck does not play that, definitely. They need to play a ton of colored sources because they're playing 3 colors and low-to-the-ground deck. So what am I playing against is the question. Wow. Do I give a shit about this? No. What is my opponent doing? I'm actually going to kill this because I'm going to look for a verdict here. Oh, I'm an idiot. What if I draw temporary lockdown? Yeah, I should just actually wait here, but whatever. Okay, pass. Take some damage off this guy. I don't really care. And then we get to Deluge and find some action here. Okay. No. Change the equation might be dead here. We'll see. There's a verdict. Don't need to verdict yet. Gonna take some more damage in order to find some more cards here. Trading life for card advantage. There. That's fine. Take our 2 from the other thing. A white deck with, I don't know, where are the threats? Where's the big finish here? They've got a Convoke? No. Convoke thing going on maybe, but no. Let's see if we can find a Temp Lockdown or something maybe. Temp Lock... Oh, what am I saying? That doesn't kill the Skyclave or the Specialist. Definitely taking the land. I guess I'll take the Typhoon here as well. Farewell, not bad. So I could Verdict. Okay, let's pass. I think I'm going to March the Specialist, but I'm going to do it in mid-combat so that the Savior can't attack here. Cost 3, huh? Hold on, we'll go to blocks. See if they have any tricks. I'm going to exile this Veto. I want to be able to leave up my counter magic still, just in case they play a 2-drop here. I want to counter it. And this is exiling, so no saving that. Freeze this up, but I don't really care. Both of them die, or I guess they could keep their apparition alive here. But could cycle my Shark Typhoon. Wow, main deck Redain. So now I need to actually find a... Oh, so I should have marched the Savior. Jesus Christ. It's frustrating playing against decks that are rogue decks. I don't know what they're gonna play. Redain's not a main deckable card. It's a sideboard card, but this person's playing it in the main deck. So I can Wrath. They can save their Redain now. So what do I do? Okay. I don't know. Do this. Okay. Redain in the main, huh? Yeah, let's just pass. Supreme Verdict here is the effectively just saving us 1 damage this turn, which is nothing. Sure. Didn't find another card draw spell. Ooh, they're not attacking because they fear Emperor here. Sure. Oh, I should stop on end step. Yeah. Okay. Make dudes. Go, I guess. Little annoying. Take 2. Million answers to this thing. Need to find another march or get lost or anything. Land. That works. 8 mana farewell. Now what? Fuck off, Redain. Okay. Can they bring back any creature? Oh, mana value 2 or less, right? Because of course. Should have just Supreme Verdicted there. Whoops. Take another Verdict and make a land drop this turn. 2 Deluges in the yard. Yeah, let's make a land drop here. Anchorage also a good blocker for the Redain. But let's see if they overextend again. If they play another, whatever it's called, the dog, I'm gonna puke. Muta. My opponent found all spells. All spells. And, no lands here. Kind of crazy. Should I swing with the Anchorage? No. Keep it back to hit the Muta. Imagine they're gonna have a removal spell if I activate. They're white-green! What the f... You gotta be kidding me. Triple Redane in a white-green deck. What? I don't know. I don't know what I'm playing against. So bizarre. Yeah. Go. I should have used Change the Equation to counter that dog, too. I used Make Disappear, and that was dumb. Wow. Some another weird rogue deck here. I don't know what to do about this. We played against Abzan Greasefang. Not a tier 1 deck, but at least not a rogue deck. Round 1 mono red was definitely a rogue deck. And then this is white-green aggro. I imagine there's Collected Company in their deck, right? Okay, let's pass. We're going to be deluging here. I think I'm going to keep Otawara in hand. Yeah, there's the company. No, I don't think so. Okay. What else you got? Let's Deluge in Response. I want to save Equation for another company here, but yeah, we can just march that guy or lock it down. I think March is probably better. They're at 20. I could take Hall of Storm Giants to try and kill them here, but I think I'm going to do this. And I can let this resolve. Yep. Boop. You can have an Elemental. Do not mind. Can bounce that thing, Wandering Emperor. Oh, or do that. That works too. Pass. And they are down, back down to 3 land here. They can't Collected Company again. Nope, never mind. They have a 1-1. I'm at 3. What's it gonna be? Sure. But wait, there's more. No. Yeah. They're not going to be able to burn me out. Let's get Emperor going here. Veto's nice. Bunch. Trades? Deal. Make it indestructible? And that's not going to work the way you want. Okay. Pass. Leaving up all our mana, of course. Going to Deluge on end step here. And find more action. We've already got enough interaction to stop anything they can do here. Let's see what it is. Yeah, that's fine. Keep my Emperor. I get a 4/4 when that dies. Deal. Deluge. Too many cards. Too many cards. Should I Teferi? Or March? It's gotta be Teferi, right? Alright, let's end step, bounce this. Teabag. That should seal it up. Ooh, not bad. Attack. Your go. And tap some lands. Now we're just never going to run out of gas, so we can deal with everything you have plus whatever you draw. And as long as it lines up pretty well, then we'll be okay. I think most of our spells are going to line up accordingly, so they lose. Love to play against these kind of decks. They die to a lot of our stuff here. Luminarch, Voice, all these things get caught by the collected company, or by the temporary lockdown. It also keeps it out of their graveyard, so I think temporary lockdown is quite good here. They do have collected company. 2 or less. Yeah, I think that's still good to keep. Dig Through Time I could take out. I think I'm going to take out Shark Typhoons. And what do I want to bring in? Caracal, probably? Something like that they're going to have trouble with. And maybe Seed Shark. I'm thinking Seed Shark here. I want to cut at least maybe 2 vetoes. Because they only have a few companies, and I've got too much counter magic here. So I'm going to run it like that, I think. And even though there's other stuff that's not great against aggro, there's nothing else in the sideboard I really want to bring in. Yes, this has lifelink, but it's too slow. I want to kill them. Well, I don't know. I guess it's not the worst. Okay, let's try that. Cage? Oh, yeah. Collected Company. Yeah, right. Collected Company and the guy who brings things back. So, should have brought in Cage. Good call. That should have been my last card, not Dream Trawler. Sure. I think it's a little too slow, especially if they play 4 Redains in the main deck. And they're just praying that they have Redain and that thing on the battlefield at the same time so they can keep the Redain alive because it dies to everything. Yikes. Redain's not a good card in a format where everybody's playing, like, all the red decks are playing Fiery Impulse, right? The Phoenix decks and stuff. Yikes. I mean, you just have to pray to have Savior every game, on every board. Emperor costs 6. You got it. Deal. Invasion's the only way they can really interact here, right? That's how they don't have black. They can't Thoughtseize you, so they can't really mess with you except with this kind of stuff. This and Elite Spellbinder, you know, those kind of effects. So not surprised to see Invasion here. It is a pain in the butt. And because we're on the draw, I'm 1 mana away from a Verdicto here. Paguez-moi. Ooh. Go ahead. I don't think I want to Ganjo this. It does force them to sack the dog. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. Yep. But at least they both don't get a counter and grow here, right? So, and I save a damage. Sure, you got your whatever the hell. My Supreme Verdict doesn't give a shit. I want to play Caracal on 5, but let's see if they have a way to bring back the dog. Oh, they're going to take my Verdict. Sure. Be lucky. Drew 2 of their sideboard cards in the first 4 turns here. I see them not making a land drop this turn, though. Does that mean they don't have lands in their hand? Oh, oh. Really? Okay, so you're going to lose your array? Sure. Yeah, great. That thing can't stay in play here, and if they want to attack their other invasion, great. I've taken like 1 damage only this entire game because of this, right? Sure. So, Caracal costs 7? Oh, non-creature, right. I thought it was going to cost 9. I was like, why doesn't it cost 9? There's the Dream Trawler I sided in. Go. Well, honestly, if I scry 2 on their end step and I find a land here, I don't think they can beat Dream Trawler. I don't think they can, even with a Light Shield or whatever this shit is. This is only tapped creatures? Oh, that attack this turn, of course. The idiot-proof wording. The way they do magic cards now. There are no maze. There are no, you know, everything just does the thing. Yeah, I guess I am going to shock myself. Everything does the thing without really having to worry about it. It's nice. Like wedding announcement. No drawbacks. Inti's another one. Dream Trawler. Beat that. Pass. Don't ask me why it's in here. I mis-sideboarded. I don't know. It's supposed to be a cage. Which is correct. It should be a cage. But in this spot, if I had drawn cage, I would have lost. Whereas now, I don't. Do you have a spell that targets? Be very surprised if he left in creature removal against me here. Any land and I can Caracal and then you're never going to kill me. I do not block. My opponent doesn't know what to do about this. Sure. Oh, they want some upkeep? What is this? Get lost? No. It sucks. I have to tap it, but what are you gonna do? Land. Nope. Okay. Next game. I think if I drew land there, I might win that game. Yeah, we'll bring in Cage. I wonder... Do you think they abandoned the companies and the other shit? I don't know, like, again, this is a rogue deck, so who the hell knows what they're bringing in? Did they bring in this? Is that their sideboard way to beat me against my 4 marches? It would be pretty bad, but... I'm not going to bring in Cage. Dream Trawler seemed good there, very tough for them to beat. I'm on the play. I don't want to cut Make Disappear. I'm going to cut Quick Study. I'm going to bring in 1 Veto here. Yeah, they might have taken out the sideboard or the graveyard stuff. Who knows? Lockdown's fantastic against everything, yeah. Artifacts, enchantments, creatures, you name it. No blue sources. Wow. I don't know if I can keep this hand. I think I'm gonna mulligan. I love the temporary lockdown, but yeah, this is better. Okay. Need another white source, but I can Field of Ruin and get one soon here, hopefully. 2 Caracals is probably too many here this early in the game, but eventually we'll find lands, hopefully, and be able to cast them. Temporary lockdown, I presume. Can still cast it on turn 5. It's still fine. Ooh. Not bad. Oh, I should have maybe fielded on upkeep, but I could still leave up March here to mess with them, so they have to respect something here. Yeah. Go nuts. I mean, if this is all they're doing, we're winning this game, because they need to be putting pressure on me, and they're not. Taking things from my hand and making them cost more does not do anything. Oh, that was the wrong one! I'm an idiot. Clicked on the wrong land there. Should have killed their Temple Garden. The other one was a Pain land. Oops. Nice. 1 mana away from a Caracal here. Still have the March up. Opponent missing land drops. That ass. That aspirant, though. Go. Yup, sideboard cards. Too many, I think, here. Yikes. Let's see if they can beat this. Regal Caracal. So it's this versus Baneslayer and Lyra. That's the 2 cards that I would have in this slot. I think this is so much better against these go wide creature decks, right? And this says when it dies. Oh god, what a gong show. Okay, I'm gonna get my value here while I can. Yeah, let's get some life. Oof. Wipe everything, buddy. Wipe it all. Oof. GG. Yeah. Okay, 4-0. Let's get this last win. I was Steve in the last round. Welcome back, everybody, to the next round, the last round, round number 5. We are 4-0 here. This match, for those of you not aware, I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning, but if we go 5-0 here, we're playing for 4 qualifier play-in points. I currently have 16. So if I get to 20 qualifier play-in points, I get a free entry into the qualifier, which I will also put on this channel. You guys won't miss it, but if you ever do want to watch it, it will be live on Twitch TV slash DamienF16 / I mean //. So this match is for a qualifier play-in, basically. No companions, no info. Looks like a douchebag. Looks like a douchebag. People with blue eyes, statistically more likely to be serial killers. Not sure if everybody knows that, but facts. What, you didn't know? Facts come from YouTube. This is YouTube, right? Oh. I'm actually recording this on Twitch, but when you see this, I'm gonna keep this. Kill this blue-eyed bastard. See, that's not racist. Nobody would get offended by that, right? So why we're still like that with skin color? It's weird to, like, there are people who literally don't vote for somebody or who think badly of somebody because of their skin color. Can you imagine? It would be just as ludicrous to bar somebody from doing something because of their eye color or hair color. Can you imagine if people were like, we've never had a blonde president in this country, but now we have a blonde? Isn't that amazing? It's like, what? But yeah, can you believe how fucked up that is, that people still think like that? They think skin color is different than any other pigment on your body. Like, it would be the same as treating somebody differently because of the color of their eyes or hair, and yet we still do it. It's crazy. But anyway, you know what I mean. I think I'm not gonna cycle this for 0. It's a mirror. The blue-white mirror in the finals. Holy crap. Yep. Pass. Humans are weird. We are, tribalistic, right? We want to create in and out groups, and it's just ludicrous. We don't do it based on one physical feature. We do it on another. Anyway, doesn't make sense to me. Okay, we're definitely going to cycle this for 2. Final boss's mirror match, yep. Field of Ruin going to be useful this match. They do exactly the same thing as I was going to do. But they do it for 1. Because we were on the play. They are certainly going to make land drops. So, some things to remember about the mirror. It's all about who makes more land drops. Whoever manages to consistently make their land drops as late into the game as possible will win in the late game that comes much later, because they will be able to amass cards and cards and cards. And both of us, that's what we're going to be doing here. I'm going to do the same thing. And they can memory deluge here. So if they do have a deluge and they need to find land, they might just rip it right now. But they don't. Okay, I need to... Ooh, okay, I need to find more land here. Maybe I should have... Yeah. No double white here is kind of annoying. Lockdown and the Supreme Verdict are dead cards in this match. So I basically have 4 cards in my hand. They use a march. Yeah. Wow. That's kind of interesting. I did not expect them to do that. Okay. Would veto this. Yeah. pass. Trying to keep them off land drops here. They have one. Taking my lumps. And I'm going to field this Restless Anchorage. They have a field as well. I could field their field, but I don't have an anchorage, so let them float a mana here. There's nothing they can do with 6 mana at instant speed that they couldn't do with 5. Yeah. Okay, nobody has any more fields. Got it. I did draw one of my basics naturally here, which puts me at a slight disadvantage, but not the end of the world. Could march this token, but a 1-mana token doesn't matter. A 1/1 token, I mean. If it was a 2/2, different story, though. And we miss a land drop. Go? Not much I can do. If they go for the Memory Deluge here, I'm probably resolving Emperor? No. Okay. Oh, come on. They find Vantress. That's huge. After we all spend our Field of Ruins here. Fuck. 1 more mana and I would go for this, but I just can't do it. Okay, we are gonna lose this game, I guess. Go. Yep. I can't veto. So, do the thing. Maybe get lost to Teferi here, but they'll get 1 card off it. We'll stop on their next upkeep and try and kill that thing. Little late, but better late than never. I will fight over this. I have no choice. And they're going to need another counter that's not make disappear. So Dovin's Veto or negate, another change the equation. Nice, nice. Okay, Teferi dealt with. That was clutch. We needed that. No land drop, no plays. Ooh, okay. Fuck. Dead draw. Go. Vantress is going to get them out of this. Interesting. I'm going to resolve Emperor. Let them resolve their Emperor. Let them make a dude. And then I'm going to kill their dude. Right? Wait for their Emperor to plus. They counter. Get a counter out of their hand. Or do I just do it now? I don't have another counter. I'm not going to bluff a counter here. I'm going to do this now before they can counter this. This really messes with them, I think. It means they can't... I guess they could double explore still. But... let's do that. Yeah. Because now we're winning the race. Our guy's going to get it to attack as a 3/3 here, whereas that was what they were going to do to us. Okay, let's see if they get lucky. Could make it a 4/4. I can just march it again here and kill Emperor, though. And then I can minus my own Emperor and make another 2/2. They've got the castle up, though, to block, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, they don't want to make disappear. So I go for March here. They kind of went all in on this token. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can hit that Emperor first. No. Settled. Yeah. The nice thing is, their Emperor can't push us now, but we can again push their Emperor next turn. So the way I sequenced that, I think worked out perfectly because, yeah, that's what I'm stuck with too. So I assume they have a couple dead cards. Now both of our Emperors at parity here. Theirs, I guess, is one turn up. I could minus my Emperor. They've got the throw... oh, was that a good draw? Come on, Teabag. Resolve, baby. Resolve. Resolve. Yes. Oh, that was huge. I could tuck their Emperor here, but I don't even have to. They don't have a way to make a token on end step. Get lost. Yeah, okay. Okay, get our card back, though. I'll find another one. They have no cards. Ooh, definitely going to plus Emperor here. March was actually quite good there. Neither of us have lands, but... creature lands, I mean. They have 2 castles to my none, though. They're definitely... I feel like they're advantaged here. Even though I have cards in hand, they're dead. They minus. We get to minus. Wait for them to plus. We get to actually crack maps on our creature, though, which is nice. They cracked their maps already. Okay, nice. Picking up a castle was huge. Okay, let's actually make a creature first and crack these maps. I want to see if I can rip another land before I play the castle. They don't have any deluges in the yard. This is useless. I'm ditching it. Thinking... I'm going to tap blue here. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one right there. Let's attack. Wait, what? What? Oh, that guy was summoning sick. Oh, I accidentally clicked to my end step. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. I meant to play the castle there. Oops. Oh no, I punted. Awkward, but I don't think we're dead here. It's just annoying. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I didn't do that. Nice, the suicide attack. Block. Doing this in case they have a Ganjo or way to kill my guy. I want to march the vigilance one no matter what here, right? So, oh, yeah, wait. Let's go 0, 0. Okay, do they have a veto? No. Okay, that means we're threatening their emperor now. Ah, a Ganjo, right? Or no? Something? Anything? Teabag off the top. Oh, and I could have made a token here. So annoying. I misclicked so badly there. That is so frustrating. Whatever. They're down an anchorage as well. Ah, okay. So they would have done that, but I would have had 1/1 on end step here. Yeah, they can't activate castle now. No cards in hand either. Oof, and we rip a deluge here. So I'm going to lead with that. Get lost for Teferi is huge, and I guess I'm keeping this. This is almost useless, though. I mean, I don't know. I could take a land, I guess, but I have the castle in hand. It's plus here. Get lost, teabag. And pass. We've got the deluge in the yard. They can't touch it in our graveyard, and we can cast it again next turn. So deluge on the top was pretty lucky. We were digging to it with the maps, though. It was sweet. Bin that farewell. They're going to do the same here. Verdict sucks. They're going to ditch it. Come on, what else you got? And they're going to spin again. Change. I would bin that. Yeah, I had to take it off the stupid deluge there. Ooh, that was excellent. Okay, so let's verdict. God, these 2 emperors have been going back and forth and back and forth. Okay, so I want to kill... Is it Vandris or Ardenvale? I think I want to kill their Vandris, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I'll pass their turn, but I'm positive they're going to activate on end step here, right? Are they going to activate Castle, though, or the Ardenvale or Vantress? Yeah. I think I'm going to kill the Vantress? Is that crazy? I feel like Vantress should get them out of this, not Ardenvale. I don't know. I'm going to choose Ardenvale, but it feels wrong. Okay, we have no more basics to get in our deck. They do. Unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. This thing is almost dead. This thing's basically dead. Yep. Gross. Okay, definitely chumping here. We've got the castle to continue chumping. They do not. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't have to... Should I lose this Emperor? I don't have to minus Emperor just because I drew another Emperor here. I could plus the Emperor, make a 1/1 block. I could just Verdict again. They're going to minus their Emperor, right? Okay, I'm going to plus here and pass to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. I have no basics left to get. It's brutal. Okay. I am going to do it instead of Deluge here. I don't know. That might not be correct. Damn it, they draw Field of Ruin. Yeah, strip mine me. I'm down to 8 mana. This has been a crazy game. So I've got Emperor up here. Yeah, the Vantress is what I was going to kill earlier. Now it's punishing me. Still, though, I think the Ardenvale was better, actually, after all, because they dealt with our Ardenvale, and if they had one now and not a Vantress, but I have no Ardenvale to fight theirs, then that would actually be better, so... Yeah, nice. So they minus, so now we get to Supreme Verdict, so definitely going to throw the token under the bus. Neither of us with an Ardenvale now, but they have a Vantress. And my Emperor is going to be bigger than theirs, basically. Not bigger, but is going to do more, work more quickly here because we get to Verdict, and their Emperor can't make a token next turn. And now we get to pass, save the second Emperor. Still not deluging this turn. They're scrying. I should be paying attention to how they scry here as well. Oh boy. Okay, they found something on the top that's good. Ah, that is a good one. Shit. Okay, now we might be in trouble. Ugh, I need to find a veto or something here. We had one of them, I think, earlier, right? Yeah, 2. Okay, so there's only one left. Okay. Yeah. Don't have a counter spell. I should go for Emperor here, but boy, if they have anything, even to make disappear, this is still game 1. I should be very conscious of time in this match. I'm sub 20 minutes here. I'm letting this all happen. I'm not going to go for Emperor on end step here, even though I'm pretty sure they have a veto by this point, right? But let's see. We'll make them have something here. They minus the Emperor to try and reduce the damage onto Fairy. So are they going to chump here? They do? Good. Eating a token for free, there's a first step in the right direction. Pass to them. They to Fairy again. I'm going to go for Deluge here. I guess, I don't know. Do I do it now? I'm going to do it now. Yep. That's what I thought you might have. Okay. Oh god, that's their first veto. Not good. Yeah, they're playing a settle. I'm not. Study. Yeah. Okay. Well, they have no... Oh, they have an anchorage now. The Emperor's gonna pressure to ferry here, hopefully, but... So slow. Oh boy. Another Emperor in hand is good, but... Yeah, let's see what they do here. Drawing cards. Crazy game. I'm going to try and play as fast as possible, though, because I need to even this up. Yeah, we're already getting closer. And it might just come down to whoever wins game 1, to be honest. I hope it doesn't come to that, but if it comes to time on Arena, that is what will happen. Okay, Emperor down. This is actually fine. We're going to jam Emperor end step here and see if it resolves. Could have flashed the new Emperor and exiled there, but I want to just make a token and try and pressure to ferry here. So I don't care about the anchorage. They have another veto. Yeah, not surprising. They've looked at a lot of cards. Yep. Drawing land is brutal. Go. Don't expect to survive this. Yep. Pass to them. On Magic Arena, you can do this, but basically we're just going to let the clock do work on our opponent and force them to actually manually kill us here. Because the clock is a weapon on Arena, just like on Magic Online. Just like in chess, with chess clocks. It's pretty good. Yeah, just the way everything lined up, they end up on top. Again, I think I can trace our problems back to being mana screwed. We were behind right off the bat there. Not mana screwed, but we stopped making our land drops way before them. They pulled ahead on lands. We kind of caught up a little bit, but it required using all these field of ruins and stuff, pulling all our basics. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're playing the exact same list. That's not a bad draw. But Teferi's going to ultimate here. Making them kill us. Sadly, it's something you have to do. They had another Field of Ruin? That was their last one. Yeah, nice. Yep. Oops, I've got to pay attention to the game here. We are in basically extra time here. Gonna activate a shack. Or a token, I mean. Sure. Okay. Can't change the equation, any of this stuff. Okay. Okay. That should be lethal? No, I can block. They deluge again. Okay, that is lethal. Okay. Good draws, good draws. Good, we're all tied up on time. Oh, they're still having to make decisions here. Sure. They should just attack and end this. Yeah. Oops. Do this. Okay. They got us game 1. Now we've got to play 2 more. If I'm good with my time, we should easily be able to get to a game 3 here. Narset comes in. Hullbreaker. Mystical. Chrome Host. Narset's reversal is not amazing, but it's something. Should I try bringing this in? It's super weird, but I don't think I have room for all that, right? So Temp Lockdown comes out, Verdict comes out, Farewell comes out. March is still interesting. It kills big shark tokens, it kills the feature lands, but I could definitely see cutting it. What if I bring in an actual threat like this? I know that they're not going to be keeping in their wrath effects, so I'm going to try that. I think that might be crazy. This just gets Mystical Disputed, it's terrible. And Narset's Reversal would be the other card I would bring in, but all you're doing with this is maybe countering a counter, but you're bouncing it to their hand. So if they have enough mana, they can just recast it. You have to catch them with like the last counter in their hand and you Narset's Reversal it. Seems so narrow in this match. Oh, a quick study. Like we both play one quick study, exactly one. Redirecting that is never going to happen. A Get Lost maybe is okay. But we're talking cards that are 2-ofs maybe, you know. It's not good against Deluge. It doesn't actually let you draw anything. I think I'm going to run it like this. Why would he -8 now instead of waiting one turn? He lost his last to Fairy Muad'Dib. That's right. I think you're right. Because I killed already one of them and there was already one in the yard. Maybe there's only 2 usually in the list now, but the lists I've seen anyway. 3 Emperor, 2 Teferi, really weird numbers. But Teferi was never a 4-of, it was always a 3-of. But these days, I see most decks playing 2. Okay, so we're on the play here in game 2. I'm going to keep this with 5 lands in my hand, of course. And let's get this show on the road. See if we can get this game 2. So, Hullbreaker is the name of the game. I presume that's what they're citing in as well. If we can start resolving that, there's very few answers to that. March is way too expensive to kill Hullbreaker, and etc., etc. Okay. Oh, the first castle comes down. I'm not gonna... Ooh, hi. Hi, Mark. I'm not going to field that castle just yet. I think fielding the white castle first is actually better. Am I going to go for Emperor here? Probably not. Okay, pass to them. Probably going to kill castle on their end step here. But we'll see if they do anything. Sharkity shark. Should I Emperor? No. Okay. They're drawing. I think they're probably trying to find land drops here. We'll take our 2. And I'm going to field their castle on end step here. Yep. Okay, so they can field a random nothing here, so they're not going to. They're just going to waste this mana, I presume? Who knows? Neither of us have drawn basics yet. This person just copied and pasted this deck list. They still got their core set lands in there. Lots of lands here. Lands for days. Go ahead. Now I can resolve Emperor and have Veto up. So there's that if I want. They draw a couple sharks. I think that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna take it here. Tricky. Getting very close to Hullbreaker as well here. So playing around Make Disappear, also trying to... Oh, they only have 2... Wait. This is the white side. Yeah, they only have 2 blue mana here. Actually, I just realized that. Interesting. When I play blue, I always keep all the marches and get lost. Well, in game... Oh, you keep them in all of them? Get Lost for sure. Yeah. No. I don't think most lists play for Shark Typhoon anymore, but they sack one of the sharks to counter the Emperor. Okay. So I can't mess with this. Decline. I think that's fine. So we've got Hullbreaker coming down here. Let's pass. Very interesting. Do I care about this? Oof. I hate that I used a veto there. I really hate that I had to use a veto. Change the Equation sucks too. This is another card that I would cut over a March. So maybe I should be cutting this instead of March. You're right. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Hall of Storm Giant's good here too, but Hullbreaker should be able to do work. There's not a lot of stuff that can kill him here. They can't, well, they could exile cards from their hand to march him, I guess. But then I can, no, yeah. X. It wouldn't count as a 2 or less spell. Yeah, they just go for it randomly, and I don't have a counter spell, of course. Fucking crazy. So I think I'm dead now. Good stuff. Go. Can't counter that.
Hello, darkness, my old
Yep.
friend.
Yep. Shitty. Unfortunately, we drew garbage. My opponent drew quite well, and that's it. They drew 2 Shark Typhoons. We did not. We lose. I don't think March would have mattered here. I think we need to draw some actual counter magic, but yeah. It's kind of annoying that we did cut some marches, but then I drew this and I'm like, wait a minute, we should have cut this, so... Yeah, I think we should have cut the Change the Equations. I literally forgot as I was looking over the deck. Yeah, this is next to useless in this matchup, so... I blame myself. Bad sideboarding decision. But that's how you learn. Nos it. Well, let's see if they can kill Hullbreaker. This is gonna be, a tall order still, but that's a march. You lucky son of a bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's just jam this. I don't care. They can actually kill us right now, can't they? Thank you for the follow. And Scuttle, you're awesome. I forgot to cut this. That's what I was asking during sideboarding. What else should I cut? But Hullbreezy, kill him. I'm going to let my opponent march him here. Are they going to do it? They need to exile a card from their hand, but... Yes. They didn't even untap the mana. They exiled too. Nice. Yep. Got me. They could have just untapped. Great stuff. Great stuff. Yeesh. I kind of checked out of this game mentally. I'm pretty sure we just lose. That's why I'm doing dumb shit like throwing away Hullbreaker, sacking that guy and stuff. The Hullbreaker, that they did that wrong. I think they might have had more mana up had they not done that. They got another Teferi off Narset. Nice. I didn't draw a single planes, or I had Emperor. That was in my opening hand. I didn't draw any actual planeswalkers here. We drew all lands. Drew the Hullbreaker with nothing to lead with. Like, you know, you gotta play stuff and then this in the late game, but they didn't have to deal with anything on my side of the board here. I'm on 2 life. Good game. And that's it. We miss it. We'll try and get it next time, but thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it, and we're going to be playing the qualifier events, whether they're free or not, it doesn't matter. And I'll be putting those videos on YouTube, so stay tuned. Peace.